How's it going? It's 10:55 a.m. on January 6th, Monday. I'm like totally, like 100% in the website, so I got $30 of weed. I wanted to go into the dispensary to give them my resume. I was like, that's an excuse to get weed. No, I needed to. I'm like doing amazing things on my. Oh yeah, but they said they're not hiring now because it's like slow, but in the spring. So maybe maybe I could go in there and be like, "What do you mean by the spring?" But I maybe when oh god, I don't have the money. I'm gonna give one to the other one too, though, because the other dispensary right next to it said that I should give them a resume. But but I need to find my little card. But yeah, so man, because today, like, oh god, I think today my mom wanted to come over and help me write stuff if she wants to, I guess. But God, I'd love to just sit here and do Chat GTP. Can't do it right now. Computer's doing a whatchamacallit. Man, I should clean that screen now that the thing's thinking. It's only 2 minutes left. An update, but yesterday, like, it's really fast. Like, I think it was yesterday I finished. Maybe it was like one day's worth of work. Yeah, doing North Africa, 1900, like the whole 20th century. So that means 2 different pages, because I have one that's 1900 to 1950 and 1950 to 2000, and then I could also put those into the 500 to 2000 section. Yeah, but I did it for North Africa. So every country in North Africa. I mean, I did everything in Africa. Yeah, all of Africa. So and Africa's like the biggest. It has the only one with 5 sections. And so then I got started with Asia. I'm like, well, if I can do Africa in a day, and let's do Asia. So yeah, I got started with Asia, and I did I think America and Canada already. So then I'll go into the Americans, do the Americas, and then yeah, the whole world. And so then all I have to do is paste it. It's like, oh my god, because I pasted 3 countries. Yeah, so far. But the problem was from Africa, but I couldn't. And yeah, it goes fast. You just cut in every 500, in every 100-year segments, But you paste it into notes, and then from like all in one section. So I just click it and go scroll down. It takes forever, and then paste it onto notes and cut it off notes onto there. And so quick, yeah. And because I'm doing Asia now, and it's super quick. Like maybe I could even do a demo. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if we, just a sec. Let's see if we go up. Let's see if we boot like how we were. No. Or whatever. I'm like super baked. Yeah, it's just thinking, can't do it. But I can't even remember what we were gonna do. Whatever. So today I got up and I'm like, I was laying in bed, and I did a couple of countries. You click. What I do is I go, well, sorry. What happened in Japan from 1900 to 1909? And then it goes, and then I go, and then I just say tens, and then it goes, and then I go 20s, and it knows. Wish I remembered what I was doing. Wasn't I going to show something? No, it's not. It's not responding to anything, so maybe it's warming up. So, yeah, today I'm like, oh man, I want to like see if I could do all of Asia. And then I could get it onto the notes. And then maybe I could do like the whole world, Like with this weed I have. Just sit here and pump it into there, and then I could get the whole world onto notes. And I also have like all of the future, so I have to prep the future. So, but the problem is I have to prep my website because I got confused because this is like at the end of the night. This is like 3:30 in the morning. I was like really tired, and I mixed up a country. Like one was in a place it wasn't. And I looked up which one was on the right one, and I didn't put the font. Like, yeah, so on the top, on the title, like on my timeline, I have like whatever country you're on. You know what country you're on because the font of the country is a different font. It's bigger. It's called the title font. It's like his title that I use for most of my site, and then also on some of them it has a red outline around it. I was like, oh, this page doesn't have the title font around the country, so you don't know which country it is. So I was like, okay, well, does this? I guess the page doesn't even have, or what's it called? I couldn't find it. So I started looking around on the site, like on my website, clicking around, and it's like none of the pages around it had it. And I had to finally found one. Oh my god, I didn't realize that wasn't built either. Like, I see some pages, and they're built up with everything. And I don't realize that not the whole site timeline is caught up. And then I don't realize that, like, most of the stuff of the updates that I've done aren't caught up. Like, I looked at the future, and it's not even the right background color. And it's like, and the links haven't been added for, like, 500 segment and ancient history for the future. And the links somehow got broken that I still didn't fix to go back one on the 20th century, so... that's another thing I have to do. Dang. I was thinking about getting 4 more birds, like whenever I have the money, and then I would have 8 birds, but that might be so loud that the neighbors would complain, like people, like the neighbors across the wall, and like across the hallway would hear it. Because sometimes you can hear the birds as I'm going down the hallway, even through the door. But, if I was somebody's neighbor, I'd like it because it would be like a faint sound and kind of make you feel like you're outside, But this is a little loud. They usually tweet as soon as I start talking and flying around. That one is going nuts on the mirror. That's the adventurous one. I need to clean his mirror. They're always in front of that mirror. Anyway, so that's why I just want to sit around and get this caught up, because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this is so fast. I could get the timeline like in maybe a week or 2 or something. I could get the timeline like working, like done, to the level of like ChatGTP, just the text. And then I can just in my own schedule, whenever I want, you just copy the text from that segment and then paste it onto ChatGTP. Yeah, and you tell it to put it into their appropriate tables, like this section go into a table that has this border around it, and then they could make my whole thing, and maybe that wouldn't take as long either. So what I'm trying to do now is just get the countries onto my, I don't see any reason why I couldn't have ChatGTP, right? And put it on my website for the whole 20th century. So, but I can't buy weed anymore. Like, I got $30 because it was, I should film them next time I do that. It was $30, and it'll only last maybe a couple days when I'm just sitting here all day long. But I can't, you know, get another $30 of weed. I got it because it was at the beginning of the month. I was just kind of cheating money from last month. I don't know. So I'll have to, I guess, go to the gym to keep myself from going crazy. I don't know if I could sit around all day like this, but maybe I could. But I think I also did, so then I can put in the future, and then I also, with ChatGTP, and I think I put it onto my notes too, got in 500-year segments, like all of the African countries too. Oh, that's my mom. So it's like I could maybe do the whole site. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.